Hello, today we're going to be figuring out which dispatch characters are tops and or bottoms. And this is going to be the objectively correct list, just so you know. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. So, first up we have Coop. Coop is giving very strong top energy, I must say. Let me think about this. So, Coop is with Punch Up. Oh, between them though, because they both seem like tops. Fuck. Let's think about this. Coop is very serious and very intense. No, I feel like Coop's topping. Yeah. Let's be real. Coop is definitely topping. Alright, so we can just hit the double combo. If Coop's on top, that means he's on bottom. Yep, yeah. By the transitive property, if you distribute the X, then yeah. The Coop is top, Punch at bottom. That's objectively correct. Moving on, Flambe. Okay, Flambe is quite interesting, because honestly, he gives off a very tough exterior. His demeanor is very hardened and cruel. But I feel like he would secretly be a bottom. Let's think about this. Let's let this stew in our noodles real quick. No, yeah, he's definitely a bottom. So my explanation for Flambe is that he gives off the impression of being very dominant and intense and mean. But in reality, he just wants to be taken care of. And nobody can convince me otherwise. It's so obvious. Look at it. You can see it in his eyes. Next up, we have Prism. Oh. Okay, Prism is definitely a top, but is she a switch is the question. No, she's a top. Brother, nobody could tell Prism what to do. She's always in control of things. She's gotta be a top. Yeah, no, there's no arguing with that one. I am correct. Prism is a top. Oh, Robert. I forgot Robert exists. Okay. Oh, wow, this is so difficult. Because you see, on one hand, Robert's a twink, and he's like very much submissive and breedable. But on the other hand, he's like hella aura, you know? Like sometimes in the dispatch game when I'm playing, I'm like, damn, this guy has such aura. And he's so like cool and tough, which is giving top energy. I'm gonna honestly, Robert is like the most solid switch we have on this entire list. He's gotta be a switch. That is the only right answer. Because his interactions with Invisigal, he is absolutely a top. Let's be real. Right? Like in the dream, you can literally see it in the dream. There's hard evidence. Hard. Yeah, no, Robert's definitely a switch. That is so correct. Gollum? Okay. So Gollum, he's definitely Arrow Ace. I'm gonna say it. He doesn't have the proper anatomy to be interested in these things, these sexual excursions, so I don't think he's any of these. If he were to be one, if I were held at gunpoint and forced to pick one, I would say he's like a soft dom, if that's the word, but nah. He's none of the above. I made this category just for Gollum. I knew this was coming. He's none of the above, and I stand by that. Invisigal. Invisigal is very much a bottom, brother. We've all seen the dream. Do I even need to explain this? Like, let's be real. We saw the dream. We saw what went down with Robert. And that was her own mind creating that dream, by the way. So I think it directly communicates her psychology. I think there's no wiggle room there. Definitely a bottom. Waterboy? Oh, fuck. Waterboy? Oh, okay, I want you to guess. I want you to guess what I'm gonna pick for Waterboy, alright? You got your guess? You got it in your noodle, alright? You ready? You ready for me to drop the answer? Bottom. Did you guess it correctly? If you didn't, you have some serious mental issues. Cause like, let's be real. If you actually think that there is a single universe in which Waterboy could be a top, you're smoking something. You're huffing that copium. Cause there's actually no way. You can literally see it in his daily demeanor. In his basic behavior, you can see it. In the scene where Robert is fixing his tie, you know the tension that's going on there? Let's be real. Definitely a bottom. In fact, I would argue Waterboy is the most bottom character we have on this entire list. Without a doubt. Indubitably. Unequivocally. One could say. Ah! I saved the best for last. Oh! Great heavens! Sonar. My lovely Sonar. See, this one is actually more difficult. Because let's unpack this real quick. Sonar, your first instinct is to be like, yeah, he's a top. Look at that image. He's so cool and intimidating and like strong, yeah. But also at the same time, he's pretty pathetic, right? Like, it's canon that he is very interested in strippers and is willing to spend money just to get a chance with them and Have you seen the one scene with Malevola leading him by the chin? Let's be so real here. Like, he is very much desperate. So honestly, is he a switch? Oh, this is so hard. No, because he's very much giving top energy. But simultaneously, he's so desperate that I feel like he would be a switch. No. You know what? He's joining Robert. Sonar, switch. I'm also going to go as far as to say, I feel like in his bad form, it's more top. Although in his bad form, does he even apply to this tier list anymore? Or is he just like batshit crazy? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with how his transformation works and how like sentient he is when he's transformed. But in his hybrid form, definitely a switch. Definitely. Literally, honestly, he might be even more switch than Robert. I think he might be. Yeah, no, for sure. Just like Waterboy is the most bottom out of all of these, Sonar is the most switch out of these two. And that is the objective truth. I hope you enjoyed embarking on this journey with me. All of my rankings were objectively correct. And if you disagree with them, then you're wrong. Bye!